Hey, if you also want something like this, then follow my tutorial. Hello everyone, my name is Lashiro, I'm a streamer on Twitch, and today I'm going to show you how to do rerolls in Summoner's War. The first step is to download LD Player. So let's go to Google and type LD Player. Once LD Player is downloaded, you'll have LD Multiplayer on your desktop. Just type LDM in its search bar. Now a window should open. It might be empty at first, and that's normal. What you'll do is add instances by clicking the button at the bottom right of the window. Once that's done, we can start setting up our instance. First, let's launch it. Make sure to check out the description. If you need help, feel free to join our Discord and ask for assistance. You can also catch me live on Twitch from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. in France. For those in the United States, that would be 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So once you're on the emulator, open the web browser. We can continue without a Google account. And then type Huawei App Gallery. Click on the first link and then download the application. You might see a warning message saying it's potentially dangerous, but don't worry, it's completely normal. Go ahead and download it anyway. Once that's done, install the application. And once it's installed, you can launch it. Once you're on the HMS Store page, which is similar to Google Play Store or Apple Store for downloading apps, search for HMS Core to create a Huawei account. Download and install it. Once it's done, you can open it. A new page will open, and you'll need to create a Huawei account. Note that you'll need a good phone number to create a Huawei account. I'll skip this step in the video, and we'll continue once the account is created. Once that's done, go back to the App Gallery application and download Summoner's War.
I apologize for the change in voice on ChatGPT, but don't worry, it hasn't affected the rest of this tutorial. Let's go ahead and start launching Summoner's War once it's installed. Now, we'll select the age range for people who are 16 and older. Then, we'll check all the data protection regulations and click on Game Start. Select the server where you want to play this mix of orders. Once that's done, we'll log in as a guest. If you don't have the guest account option, it's probably because you used an email address to log into your Huawei account, and there's already a Summoner's War account linked to it. So be careful with that. If you don't see this option, that's most likely the reason. The second step will be to start the updates. You'll see a download appear at the top of the screen. Just wait until it reaches 100%. Make sure to watch the video all the way to the end. It's very important because there are crucial steps at the end. And if you need help, don't hesitate to refer to the time codes below the video to go back to key moments you might have missed. Once the game is downloaded, we'll close the game. What I do is use a shortcut on my keyboard, which is F2. I press F2 and then close the pages like this. Now, we need to relaunch the game because there are still updates to be done. Above the screen, you'll see the transformations that will appear. There we go, like this. We can see that the Metamorphosis download is happening. You'll need to wait until it reaches 100% again. Once the Metamorphoses are downloaded, we can close the game and move on to the home screen. The first step will be to open the File Explorer from the System Apps. Then we'll move it to the desktop. The first step will be to go into the File Explorer, click on Android, and once you're in Android, hold the click on Data, then click on Set as Home. This will save us time later. Once that's done, we'll enter the Assistance folder. Once that's done, we'll notice the Android Huawei Global folder. So I'm going to present now is the one for resetting each instance once we've finished re-rolling. It's very important to understand this because these steps are crucial and they'll need to be done after each re-roll session. The first step will be to hold the click on the Huawei Global Normal Huawei document, then click on Rename. Once we've clicked on Rename, we'll add a character at the end. Once that's done, click OK and return to the home screen. Personally, what I do to return to the home screen is press F1. Once that's done, I encourage you to place the apps like I do on the home screen, delete the ones that aren't useful, and you'll understand why. Now, we'll take the Summoner's War app and slide it. You'll see right here on App Info. Once that's done, we'll go into storage and delete all the storage. Actually, it's not a big deal because we've added a character to the folder where the app updates are stored. This will allow us to delete the account without removing the Summoner's War updates. So, we'll need to remove the character we added in order to relaunch the game with the updates. But once that's done, we won't relaunch it because the goal is to re-roll with multiple instances. Anyway, our instance is ready. I can close it to clone it. Will still be to click on the settings and we'll make a few optimizations. I encourage you to follow the steps carefully. The first step will be to set the resolution to 960 by 540, the CPU to 2, and the RAM to 2048. Then click the Save button. We'll go into the general settings of LD Multiplayer. And once we're in the settings, they should set it like I have, meaning 30 FPS in high-speed virtual disk mode. Set the number of windows per row to 3, and then we can save it. Once the settings are done, what we'll do is clone the instance we just finished. So click on the 3 little dots on the far right of the instance and select Clone. Then click Copy. For the number of clones, I encourage everyone to make 9. Once the 9 instances are cloned, we should have something like this. Be careful, because launching 9 instances at once can require some resources from your computer. I encourage everyone to start by launching maybe 4 first, then 6, and finally 9, and see how it goes based on their computer's performance. That said, we'll select all the instances and click on the Operate button, then click on Start Interval. After that, I'll click Start. This will ensure that all the configurations, like the FPS and multi-instance optimization, are applied, and it will make sure that multiple instances run at the same time. Once the instances are started, it's normal if it bugs a little. There's always a small loading time for the instances, so it can really lag at first. I had to wait about 2 minutes for everything to load. Now, I'll show you how to properly organize the instances. It's the button at the bottom left of the LD Multiplayer window, where there are 4 squares like this. If it's not working when they click on it, they'll need to go into the settings at the bottom left and change the number of windows per row in the auto alignment. Perfect. Now we'll move on to the synchronization feature. So, click on the small expand arrow if you don't see it, then click on More Features, and it's the icon with the 2 arrows going in opposite directions, Synchronize. Click on it. Let me make a quick point about this feature. It's based on copying key presses from one instance to all the others, which is similar to using a macro. This isn't entirely legal to use on Summoner's War, so I strongly advise everyone not to use it and instead to do it manually. This would better respect the Summoner's War rules. But for the sake of the video, I'll still explain how to use it. We'll select all the instances, then start the synchronization. From here, everything I do on the instance I've synchronized will be mirrored on all the other instances. I'm going to launch the game and show a route to collect the 11th anniversary event rewards. We're going to focus on that event. In the game, there's an event called the 11th anniversary event. We'll be able to collect 11th anniversary summon scrolls. I'll show them the quickest path to collect as many as possible with the best efficiency. I encourage everyone to do exactly what I'm doing. I also want to explain that you'll hear me speaking in French, but I'll do the direct translation afterward. It'll be easier for the flow of the walkthrough to have our exchange in both French and English. Don't worry if you hear me speaking in French, that's completely normal, and I'll translate right after.
Merci ChatGPT. Alors, on va venir sélectionner le serveur.
Thank you, ChatGPT. Now let's select the server. We'll log in as a guest account. It's always a bit slow on loading, but that's completely normal. Nothing to worry about. A little tip, when it's time to create your summoner name, what I do is use my nickname, Chiro. I'll click OK, and you'll see that the name is already taken. No worries, I'll click OK, then choose one of the suggested names from the game. This will allow me to add a series of numbers and save some time. Another tip, once we're on the path, don't hesitate to spam the escape key to skip the dialogues. At the beginning, there's nothing tricky. It's mostly about following the tutorial. Feel free to spam the click as well. I spend a lot of my runs just clicking everywhere. Remember, it's really important to watch the video until the end because we'll go over how to reset all the instances at the end, and many people get stuck at this point.
Here we are at a very important moment because we're about to enter the second battle, and we will have to leave the battle. Now, let's move on to the ticks for getting the 11-year-old Velens, and there will be 3 different codes available in the description. So make sure to check it out to get the codes. Once that's done, you need to go to the chest to claim the rewards we got from the code. And once that's done, you need to go to the events and find this specific banner to claim the 11-year-old Velens. Now everything is set. We've got the Velens and we just need to summon them. But first, I'll show you a little trick to activate the purple sparkles when there's a 5-star, making it easier to spot the good summons. Now we just need to summon. Let's go! Once you've summoned and you're not satisfied with your summons, you'll need to reset the session to start over. So follow these steps. First thing, you need to press the F1 key. This will bring us back to the home screen. Once that's done, we'll go to the File Explorer. We hold down the click on the document com.tos.android Huawei Global. Click on Rename and add a character. Once that's done, confirm it, go back to the home screen, then hold down the click on the Summoners War icon and drag it to App Info. Then go to Storage and clear all the storage data. Now we can finally go back to the File Explorer and delete the character we added. Once that's done, you're all set. Just relaunch Summoners War and get back to the game to try for better summons. A big thank you to everyone who watched the video. Don't hesitate to join my Discord or watch me live if you need help. There are often other tutorials on my YouTube if you're interested, so feel free to subscribe. Thank you so much.